Good morning. Today is Holocaust Memorial Day. January 27th is the anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz-Birkenau in 1945. The day is used to think about the 6 million Jewish men, women and children who were murdered by the Nazis.
Sadly, recent studies show that many people in our country and around the world know little about the Holocaust. Even worse, some people actively try to deny the Holocaust, to say that it didn't happen or that its severity has been exaggerated.
We think that it is hugely important for everyone in our school community to know what happened so that we can fight Holocaust denial and help prevent such atrocities from happening again.
Trying to think about the enormity of the number of those murdered in the Holocaust is really difficult. So for our Holocaust Memorial Day assembly this year, we'd like to tell you about one group of young people who were to be tragically caught up in the events of the 1930s and 1940s.
This is a group of children who all went to the same school in the town of Herne in western Germany, near the city of Dortmund. This photograph was taken in 1937, when the lives of the Jewish children here was already being made nightmarish by Hitler's government in Germany. The Nazis prevented them from going to school with their non-Jewish friends. We've researched the photograph and have found out about the fate of many of the children who went to school in Herne.
This is Philip Massholder, one of the many unfortunate people who were deported to the concentration camp center of Auschwitz in 1942. He was one of the majority of the 2,500 people that were deported with him who were murdered by the Nazis. In fact, only 477 of the 2,500 survived. It's also unfortunate that only around 1 year after Philip died, that the Russians would end up rescuing those at Auschwitz.
Otto Marx was born on 13th of September 1925. When he was 13 years old, he managed to escape Germany to England via Kindertransport. He ended up surviving the Holocaust.
This is Dina Bergwerk. She was deported on the 2nd of July 1939 to Poland from her hometown of Herne as an 11-year-old and died in the crowded Lemberg ghetto located in East Galicia, Ukraine.
This is Manfred Bergwerk. He is Dina Bergwerk's brother. Manfred was one of the many who were deported to Poland in 1938 from his hometown, Herne, Germany. After this, in 1942, he fled to the USA. He survived past World War II and died of natural causes.
This is Manfred Ruf, who was born on the 5th of August 1927 in Recklinghausen. His mother was Frieda Hermann and his father was Hermann Ruf, and he had 3 siblings, Irmgard, Günther and Rudolf. During the start of the Second World War, he was taken to Bergen-Belsen concentration camp, and in 1945 his mother died of typhus, which was unfortunate because later that year the concentration camp was liberated by the British 11th Armoured Division. Eventually he emigrated to Australia with his sibling Irmgard, and he married in 1960 to Anna Kushner, eventually passing away on the 7th of November 1986.
Dolly Jacob was deported to Poland in October 1938. In 1940, she was sent to the Ghetto Tarnow. Ghettos were small towns where Jewish people were kept against their will, separated from the public. After being deported, she disappeared.
This is Sylvia Endacht. She was a Jew born in Germany on the 1st of August 1929. She was forced to live in terrible conditions in a ghetto during the Holocaust. When she was 10 years old, her parents helped her escape, giving her a fake ID that said she was Polish. Her fake ID meant that she could be deported to Poland. She managed to survive the Holocaust there and married another Holocaust survivor, and they emigrated to Australia.
All this may seem a long time ago and a long way away. Nevertheless, there is something, or rather someone, in this photograph who links us very closely to it. This boy is Günther Ruf. He survived the Holocaust because he was able to escape Nazi Germany in 1939. He came to Britain and lived in a house in Twickenham, just down the road from our school.
So, at a time when Holocaust denial is on the rise and there is a lack of awareness about what happened, we hope that you found our assembly informative. We think that it is hugely important that everyone at our school knows about the Holocaust. We would like everyone to understand that we are all connected to the Holocaust, not only by our common humanity, but also because some of those who were persecuted sought safety in our local community. Thank you for listening.